The ethical alchemy of resource management, turning raw materials into gold through sustainable practices in the world of business. Resource management is often seen as a tactical exercise, a process of allocating finances, people, and materials to maximize efficiency and profitability. But there is a deeper, more esoteric way to view resource management. This is the realm of ethical alchemy, where the transformation of raw resources into gold involves not just financial growth but sustainable success, integrity, and long-term value creation. Alchemy, in its ancient form, was the pursuit of transforming base metals into gold, a metaphor for turning something ordinary into something extraordinary. In the context of business, ethical alchemy is about taking the raw resources at your disposal and transforming them into lasting value by aligning your practices with sustainability, ethics, and purpose. It is a fusion of the strategic and the spiritual, where success is measured not only by profit but also by the integrity of how those profits are made. The modern business landscape demands a new kind of leader, one who understands that financial resources, human capital, and material assets are not just commodities to be exploited, but elements to be nurtured and transformed with care. Ethical alchemy is the key to this transformation, and those who master it unlock a powerful cycle of growth, trust, and impact. At the heart of every business is its financial capital. It is the raw material that fuels innovation, growth, and sustainability. However, how a company chooses to manage its financial resources reflects its ethical backbone. Warren Buffett once said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." This quote underscores the importance of integrity in financial management. Mismanaging finances, whether through short-sighted decisions, excessive risk, or a lack of transparency, can lead to long-term damage that far outweighs any short-term gains. To practice ethical financial alchemy, businesses must adopt a mindset of stewardship. This means making decisions not just for immediate profit but for long-term sustainability. According to PwC, 83% of investors believe that companies should focus on long-term strategies rather than short-term gains. Ethical financial management involves balancing risk with reward, reinvesting profits in ways that create value for both shareholders and stakeholders, and practicing transparency to build trust with customers and partners alike. Just as ancient alchemists understood that gold was not simply a physical substance but a symbol of purity and perfection, so too must business leaders see their financial capital as more than just a number on a balance sheet. It is an energy that must be channeled wisely to create something greater, a thriving business that operates with purpose, integrity, and vision. The human resource is perhaps the most powerful and dynamic material a business can possess. People, employees, leaders, and collaborators are the beating heart of any organization. However, too often, human capital is viewed through a purely transactional lens, reducing people to their labor or productivity. Ethical alchemy in human resource management transforms this mindset, recognizing that people are not just contributors to a bottom line, they are individuals with creativity, purpose, and potential. To ethically manage human resources is to create an environment where employees feel valued, empowered, and aligned with the company's mission. This involves investing in the growth, providing opportunities for development, and fostering a culture of inclusion, respect, and purpose. According to Gallup, companies with high employee engagement experience 21% greater profitability. This statistic highlights the direct correlation between treating employees with respect and creating an environment that encourages them to bring their best selves to work. But ethical alchemy goes beyond engagement. It is about helping individuals align their personal values with the work they do. Simon Sinek speaks of the importance of the why in business, the deeper purpose that drives not just profitability but meaning. When people understand why they are doing what they do and feel a connection to their work, their contributions are transformed. They no longer just work for a paycheck, they work to create something lasting, something aligned with a greater vision. Material resources, the physical assets a company uses to produce its goods and services, are another critical area where ethical alchemy plays a role. The extraction, use, and disposal of materials have significant implications not only for the business but also for the environment and society at large. In an age of increasing environmental awareness, businesses can no longer afford to view material resources as unlimited or disposable. Sustainable resource management is the practice of using materials in ways that minimize waste, reduce environmental impact, and promote circularity, where materials are reused, recycled, and repurposed instead of being discarded. According to McKinsey, companies that adopt sustainable practices can see up to a 20% increase in revenue by appealing to environmentally conscious consumers and reducing operational costs through resource efficiency. Ethical alchemy in material resource management means understanding that every resource, whether it's water, energy, or raw materials, carries an energetic and environmental footprint. Leaders who align their resource management practices with sustainability are not just protecting the planet, they are creating long-term value for their business. This alignment builds consumer trust, fosters innovation, and ensures that the business can thrive in a world that increasingly values sustainability over convenience. Consider companies like Patagonia, which has built its brand on sustainable practices. Patagonia's "Don't Buy This Jacket" campaign is a perfect example of ethical alchemy in action. By encouraging customers to think twice about their consumption habits and promoting the repair and reuse of clothing, Patagonia has turned the material aspect of its business into an ethical statement. This not only resonates with conscious consumers, but also creates a stronger, more loyal customer base. The transformation of raw resources into gold through ethical alchemy is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing process that requires balance, foresight, and intention. Just as ancient alchemists sought to transmute base metals through a process of purification and refinement, so too must business leaders refine their practices over time, continuously aligning strategy with ethics, sustainability, and purpose. The process begins with awareness, recognizing that resources are not infinite and that each decision has far-reaching consequences. From there, businesses must integrate ethical practices into their operations, from sourcing materials responsibly to creating inclusive workplaces to making financial decisions that prioritize long-term value over short-term gain. Finally, ethical alchemy requires a commitment to continuous improvement. The business landscape is constantly evolving, and so too must your approach to resource management. As new challenges arise, whether it's climate change, shifting consumer expectations, or technological disruption, leaders who practice ethical alchemy will be better equipped to adapt, innovate, and thrive. At the core of ethical alchemy is integrity. Without integrity, the entire process of transformation collapses. Integrity means making decisions that are aligned with your values, honoring your commitments to employees, customers, and the environment, and building a business that operates not just for profit but for purpose. Philosopher Immanuel Kant famously said, "Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, always at the same time as an end, never merely as a means." This principle is the foundation of ethical alchemy. It reminds us that every decision we make in managing our resources must honor the humanity behind those resources, whether it's the workers who produce the materials or the consumers who use the products. The ethical alchemy of resource management is about more than just maximizing efficiency or increasing profits. It is about transforming the raw materials of business, financial capital, human talent, and material resources, into lasting value through practices that honor integrity, sustainability, and purpose. In a world where consumers are increasingly conscious of the ethical footprint of the companies they support, businesses that master ethical alchemy will be the ones that not only survive but thrive. By aligning your practices with these deeper principles, you turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, creating a business that is not only profitable but also purpose-driven, impactful, and truly golden.